They shouldn't have to be around that. It's sad.
Right now on News 4 at 11, neighbors on the city's east side speak out after one person is killed and several others are injured in a shooting. Plus, the plea a victim's family member has tonight. And coming together, community leaders reach out to those affected by violence in the city. The event to help them heal.
And it was a beautiful day across western New York. Lots of sunshine, comfortably warm. We'll keep that going tomorrow. I'll let you know when we'll need the umbrellas in your 4-1 forecast.
Live in high definition. This is Western New York's news leader. Now, News 4 at 11.
This neighborhood is just going down. It's just bad. It's getting worse.
Buffalo police are investigating a deadly shooting on the city's east side. One man is dead and at least 4 others are injured tonight. Good evening, everyone. This shooting happened just after noon today on Carl Street. Neighbors we spoke to say the neighborhood is becoming more violent. News 4's Rachel Monjovi spoke to neighbors and a victim's family member. She joins us in studio with their reaction. Rachel?
Well, Callan, for most of the day, this neighborhood was a crime scene. Several detectives were on scene piecing together this deadly incident. At one point, we saw officers putting a shotgun in their car as evidence. Neighbors tell us the violence needs to stop.
I got a call that my great-nephew got shot.
May Bino says she's staying strong for her family after another young person is killed from gun violence. In 2011, her son was shot and killed. Today, her great-nephew was killed on Carl Street.
The mother and they went to grab him in the back, and they found him in the backyard. The sister got sprayed. Her boyfriend got sprayed with buckshots.
Police say the 20-year-old man was killed by multiple shotgun pellets. At least 4 others were shot, including a 15-year-old girl. Those victims are expected to survive.
It appears at this point it might have been an ongoing neighborhood dispute.
It was an intense crime scene on the city's east side. Detectives investigated for nearly 6 hours, collecting evidence, marking shotgun shells, and interviewing witnesses. Nia Hughes says the shooting happened just hours before a 4-year-old's birthday party on the same street.
I'm just coming up here for a kid's birthday party, and next thing I know, it's a homicide that I'm walking into. It's sad. It's happening in the broad daylight. Kids out here in the bounce house, you know.
Neighbors say the community needs to step up to stop the violence.
The war got to stop. We got to come, together in unity about something, because this is not the answer. It's got to be something. That boy was 20 years old.
I just wish that these killings would stop. It's just sad. And no one's getting caught. No, it's just like people getting away with murder.
Neighbors in the area fear there could be some sort of retaliation. Police tell us they will be vigilant moving forward. No arrests have been made in this case as of right now. Reporting live, Rachel Monjovi, News 4 at 11.
I hate to say it today, as we have this event on Carl Street is a major homicide, and the neighborhood is amped up, and they didn't get the message about this event.
Anti-violence community leaders are trying to create a more positive environment on the east side. Hundreds of people gathered at MLK Park earlier this evening to promote peace. The Stop the Violence memorial celebration was planned before today's shooting, but the message became even more necessary. Stop the Violence encourages everyone at the event to set aside their differences to help break the cycle of violence. The families of homicide victims sat down together with their neighbors to enjoy a picnic and live music. Organizers say it's a chance for people to come together to heal without the fear of violence.
That family sometimes can get together and solve their differences before it takes another family member to go and shoot somebody. So maybe they can communicate and then bring families together. Beautiful park, we got things going on. The city of Buffalo is alive. Not just on the canal side, but the east side of Buffalo on good things, and this is a good event.
This was the 6th year of the event. Stop the Violence Executive Director Murray Holman says about 500 people turned out this year. We are following a developing story about a crash in Buffalo. It happened just about 8 o'clock at East Ferry and Humboldt Parkway. These are photos and videos sent to us from a News 4 viewer who was at the scene. You can see there was a lot of damage to at least 2 vehicles, and there are pieces of debris all over the street. We have reached out to Buffalo police, who you saw were on scene, to find out if anyone was hurt. We have not heard back yet. Switching now to your forewarned forecast. It is a quiet night in the city as we take a live look over downtown Buffalo. It was a beautiful day today, and foreign meteorologist Andrew Bagliti is here to let us know if the nice weather is going to stick around. Andrew?
And it absolutely will, Callan. We've got a spectacular Sunday ahead. It's going to be a little warmer and a little bit more humid than what we saw today. So keep that in mind. Not a bad day to head out on the water or head to the pool. But today was gorgeous and it ended beautifully. Craig sending us this photo off Chautauqua Lake of a fantastic sunset reflecting in the water there. Absolutely spectacular. Just a very nice day all around. Clear skies out there tonight will allow for it to be a little bit cooler. Not a bad night to sleep with the windows open. As you zoom out, though, there's really not much happening across the region. We're in a very quiet weather pattern for now. That will be changing next week, but right now, just enjoying the clear skies and dry weather. Low 70 readings along the Niagara frontier. Cooler, though, once you get into the southern tier. Already some 50s showing up on our map. Olean at 59, Bradford 56, 52 down in Coudersport. Dew points haven't been as big of an issue today. Not quite as muggy. We could see a little bit of patchy valley fog in the southern tier. That's where we find the cool spots by tomorrow morning. But check it out, Sunday, your afternoon, sunny and warm. We're back in the low and even some mid-80s out there. So enjoy, but stay cool and make sure you have the sunscreen. Clear skies for tonight, pleasantly cool with maybe some patchy fog in the southern tier valleys. That's about it. Coming up in your full forewarned forecast, we'll talk more about that Sunday, and I'll let you know about the upcoming week and when you'll need the umbrellas.
We need to stop dialing the clock back, and we need to support the people who are defending our freedom.
Western New Yorkers are pushing back days after President Trump tweeted people who are transgender can no longer serve in the military. Now, military officials, including the Joint Chiefs of Staff, say they were blindsided by the tweet, and transgender men and women will be allowed to serve until the president sends his proposal to change policy to the Secretary of Defense, who would then have to implement it. A crowd gathered in Lafayette Square holding signs saying defend humanity and love Trump's hate. They spoke out against the potential ban. We talked to Angela Burnham, who served in the Army from 2008 to 2015. She was one of the first transgender soldiers to serve openly in 2014 when policy changed to allow it. And she says there are thousands of others.
All of whom are risking their lives every single day to defend our freedom. And I think they deserve better than what the president did. Today is about standing up for the people that stand for us. Today is about honoring the sacrifices of those who this monument was dedicated to, regardless of what their orientation or their identity was.
The event was put together by the We Exist Coalition. State Senator Tim Kennedy also spoke in support of the transgender community. Coming up next, News 4 joins Buffalo's most amazing race. See how Kaylee went and Marissa Proman stacked up against the competition. And could this be the last year the Bills hold training camp in Rochester? Hear from Kim Pagula after the break.